Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Nacho Problems, where we turn ordinary recipes into extraordinary nachos. I'm Nacho Queen, but you can call me M. Every week I ask for ideas from you guys, friends, family, random strangers on the internet, and this week we're going to try out one of the weirder suggestions I've gotten. So this week we are making milk and cereal nachos. Yeah, you heard that right. Willow, whose name has been changed to protect the guilty, asked if I could make nachos out of cereal. So let's see how it goes. Step 1, the chips. For our chips, we'll be making flattened cereal treats. And for each batch of those, we need 3 cups of cereal. As you can see, we have one boring type and one fun type. Half a bag of marshmallows. Apparently the mini ones work better, but I wasn't told that beforehand. A 1/4 cup of butter and a pinch of salt. Now, confession time. I hate making cereal treats. I've made them in the past and they're sticky and messy and annoying and just not my thing. So may I present our assistant for the day, Margarita. She's a little sweet, a little salty, and a heck of a lot of fun on spring break. She's going to start by browning the butter in a large saucepan over medium heat. Now be careful here, butter can go from browned to burnt very quickly. So stir constantly, and as soon as you get a nice golden color, add in your marshmallows. Stir these around until they turn into a melty goo. Then sprinkle in the salt. Give it another good stir, and then add in your cereal. Once it's all fully coated, you're going to scrape it out onto a baking sheet and spread it evenly. Here's a little trick she likes to use. Take a large plastic freezer bag and cut it up the sides to open it up and use it to press the bars down into a nice uniform thickness. Now place the whole pan in the fridge or freezer to cool, and we'll repeat this with the other type of cereal. Now, just because I hate to make these doesn't mean I don't like to eat them, and that there is my favorite cereal. Now I know what you're thinking, M, how could you buy the kind without the crunch berries? Just hold on, we're not done yet. By the way, if you've never tried making cereal treats with anything other than rice cereal, I highly recommend you do some experiments. I once tried the fruity Dino Flakes, those were really good. But I've never tried the apple rings, so Margarita, if you're watching this, hook me up, sister. If you do decide to try some, share them on Twitter and tag me. I'd love to see them. Okay, now they've had a chance to cool, you can peel the plastic bag off and slice them into chips. We tried the pizza cutter first, but that didn't work very well, so we switched to a knife. Just cut them into a rough triangle shape, and there we have it. Our chips are ready. Let's move on to step 2, the cheese. So we have our cereal. What are we doing for milk? Well, friend, I'm glad you asked. We are making a creme anglaise, which is a fancy way of saying sweet milk sauce. I'll be making a double batch, but for a single batch you need 1/2 cup of whole milk, 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1 vanilla bean, and 3 large egg yolks, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. Margarita is going to put her feet up and take a break because I've got this part. We'll start by splitting the vanilla bean down the middle. Please be careful doing this. Then we're going to scrape out all of that vanilla-y goodness using the back of the knife. Now combine your milk and cream in a heavy saucepan. Add in the seeds from the vanilla bean. You can also throw in the rest of the bean to extract some more flavor if you want. Bring the milk mixture to a simmer, then remove from heat. Whisk the egg yolks and sugar in a medium bowl until smooth and combined. Now slowly whisk in a little of the hot milk mixture into the eggs. Then pour all of that back into the saucepan with the rest of the milk and stir over low heat. Let me repeat that, low heat, for about 5 minutes until it thickens slightly and coats the back of a spoon. Do not let it boil. Finally, remove from the heat and strain into a bowl. Cover and chill. Now, if it resembles runny scrambled eggs, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but it probably got too hot, and it is in fact runny scrambled eggs. Sweet ones at that. So either try again, or for the ultimate cheat, buy a small thing of high quality vanilla ice cream and just let it melt. You basically get the same thing. Okay, that's our cheese. Let's move on to step 3, the toppings. So what do you top cereal with? Well, your favorite berries, of course. And I don't know, I guess you could use some fresh fruit too if you're into that. Well, here we've got bananas, raspberries, blackberries, and of course crunch berries. See, I told you I wouldn't let you down. Now let's get down to business in step 4, let's eat. So let's pick out some chips of each kind. As you can see, the crunchy ones didn't cut as neatly, but I promise they were still delicious. Now drizzle on some of our sauce. We'll top the rice one with some of the fresh berries, and the crunchy one with the better berries. Now add a little banana, and there we have it. Let's try them out. If you've seen the Eggs Benedict episode, you'll recall my assistant Denise. Well, today we have her little brother, Nephew. He's on the right, up against cameraman on the left. Let's see who can win the title of the ultimate serial killer. And it's Nephew for the win. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a like and please consider subscribing if you want to see more Nacho videos. If you have an idea for a future video, you can leave a comment below, or better yet, tag me on Twitter. I'm at NachoProblemsYT. And if you're looking to steal my apron, well, that's Nacho merch. But you can get your own at the link in the description. Now, the sirens just went off at our local nuclear power plant, which either means it's their quarterly test, or next week's nachos will glow in the dark. Either way, that's Nacho Problem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.